The cat family is a rather large tribe, which consists of more than 35 species and subspecies. The most popular representatives are the well-known domestic cats, successfully tamed by man since ancient times. But many of their relatives did not exchange freedom for warm milk and a cozy blanket but remained wild and dangerous predators. Wild cats appeared on our planet about 25 million years ago, spreading all over the world and acquiring characteristics that allowed them to survive and adapt to the harsh conditions of the wild. Many have heard of tigers, jaguars, or cougars, but there are other species in nature that most of you may never have known about. Hello! You are on the Beautiful Creatures channel, and in this video, we will tell you about the 10 rarest wild cats in the world. Number 10. Wild forest cat. One of the most famous representatives of the cat family, which is sometimes difficult to distinguish from a domestic cat, but it is slightly larger and with a thick tail, as if chopped off at the end. Behind this familiar feline appearance lies an agile and dangerous predator that uses various tactics to catch the most dexterous and cautious rodent. The range of the forest cat is quite extensive, so scientists have identified about 20 subspecies of this animal. The predator lives in the territories of Eurasia and Africa, in various types of forests, steppes, and savannas. He leads a very secretive and solitary life. The forest cat tries to avoid uninvited guests and is active mainly at night. Even when he sleeps during the day, he tries not to lose vigilance, as wolves, lynxes, and large birds of prey can hunt him. The forest cat, like all felines, is an excellent hunter. The diet consists mainly of small mammals but is also excellent at preying on various types of birds and even poisonous snakes. This predator is insatiable, and if not sleeping, is always looking for prey. Its daily rate can exceed more than 10 rodents, in search of which it travels up to 10 kilometers a day. Number 9. Serval or bush cat. It is one of the most mysterious and amazing representatives of the cat family. This slender, long-legged, spotted predator lives exclusively in Africa. In its color and body structure, it is a bit like a cheetah, but in a number of morphological features it is closest to lynxes and caracals. The serval is well tamed and feels quite comfortable at home. Servals are distributed almost throughout Africa, excluding the Sahara, the forests of the equatorial zone, and the extreme south of the mainland. Depending on the region, there are 14 subspecies of this animal, which differ mainly in color. But in the mountainous regions of Kenya and Ethiopia, black individuals live, which make up to half of the entire population. Like any other species of the cat family, the serval is a skilled predator that is active mainly in the early morning and late evening. The main prey are rodents, hares, and small antelopes. It also bravely cracks down on poisonous snakes and deftly catches birds, jumping to a height of up to 3 meters. These wild cats are very effective hunters. On average, 60% of their attacks end in the capture of prey. Number 8. Manual. The wild cat from the Red Book, which is endangered. This predator is small, although due to the lush fur it looks quite large and solid, like a real feline master. As a separate species of cats, the carpeted cat appeared on Earth about 10 million years ago. He is a contemporary of the saber-toothed tiger, whom he was able to survive without undergoing any special evolutionary changes. But scientists know very little about him because Mantle leads a very secretive lifestyle. Each image taken is of great value to scientists. Frames in the reserves are mainly made using photo traps. This cat is one of the slowest among its fellows. Since he does not like to run and jump, and if he still must accelerate, he quickly gets tired. But at the same time, he is a wonderful hunter. In this he is helped by his ability to sit motionless for hours in ambush, waiting for prey. It is noteworthy that with his appearance of a kind puff, he becomes harsh and ruthless when hunting. And the cat goes hunting carpets mainly at dusk or early in the morning. Mantle likes to guard his prey at stones and holes. If the holes are not deep, the predator tries to get the rodents right with its paw. Helps the Mantle in hunting and its discreet camouflage color. Thanks to the fur, it is invisible to prey, and in moments of danger it may not flee, but merge with the surrounding nature. This art of disguise makes it very difficult for scientists to observe them in nature. Number 7. Sand cat. If you see a miniature cat in the desert, do not be deceived by good looks, and do not try to save him. This is a dune or sandy cat, which in terms of survival skills, will give odds to many of its larger relatives. This ruthless predator lives in harsh conditions among the hot sands and does not give a descent to anyone whom he decides to hunt. The sand cat is one of the smallest among wild small cats. A small predator lives in the territories of North Africa, the Arabian Peninsula, and Central Asia. This cat prefers sandy areas with little vegetation that can be home to rodents and other potential prey. Dune cats hunt for everything that is small and moves, and everything that freezes in fright is still found and eaten. First, these are various desert rodents, jerboas, Cairo mice, and Cape hares. Sometimes deftly catch different small birds. It also bravely fights against aggressive monitor lizards and horned vipers. In hungry times, insects can also serve as dinner. Number 6. Caracal or desert lynx. The caracal is a lovable wild cat with a streamlined and slender body covered in short, golden reddish fur and a unique muzzle pattern. The caracal is also called the desert lynx in another way, although the lynx is distinguished by shorter limbs, as well as the presence of a peculiar pattern on the coat, in the form of stripes and spots. Experts believe that the origin of caracals is associated with servals and golden cats, since all these animals lived several million years ago on the African continent. Later, the range extended to the Middle East, Central and South Asia. These predators feel great in harsh savannas, dry forests, steppe zones, as well as in dry mountainous areas. Caracals are considered typical feline predators, so their diet is dominated by meat. African populations may even occasionally prey on small ungulates, while their Asian counterparts are limited in appearance to small mammals and birds. Their deft jumps are especially fascinating when catching birds, when they overtake their prey in the air with lightning speed. Number 5. Jungle cat. The jungle cat or swamp lynx is somewhat larger than the average domestic cat. Its appearance, as well as the colors of the coat, have a certain resemblance to a lynx. This predator has 10 subspecies living in the wild in Egypt, the Middle East, Transcaucasia, Central and South Asia. In Russia, the reed cat is listed in the Red Book. The reed cat has been known since ancient Egypt. The Egyptians called it the Nile, who were the first to tame the animal more than 3,000 years ago. With this feline predator, they hunted various waterfowl. This became known thanks to the found rock paintings, which show how cats swim with prey to people. The reed cat's diet is varied. This predator feeds on almost everything that comes under its paw. He is not averse to eating various rodents, which he can wait for hours at the holes. Masterfully catches small birds on the fly, just like the African relative of the caracal, and mercilessly destroys their nests. He also knows how to fish, as he swims and dives very well. Number 4. Rusty cat. The rusty cat or spotted red cat is visually very similar to an ordinary domestic cat, only almost half the size. This predator is the smallest in the world, but very dexterous and independent. She is an excellent hunter, not afraid of water and capable of being aggressive when she catches up with her prey with a lightning-fast jump, digging into the back of her head with small sharp fangs. The rusty cat is considered a close relative of the Bengal cat. There are two separate populations. The first inhabits the southern and eastern regions of India, and the second lives on the island of Ceylon, which is known to everyone as Sri Lanka. According to a popular theory among scientists, the rusty cat in the Indian subcontinent was forced to adapt to the new fauna on the island by competition from the Bengal cat, which is not found in Ceylon. The spotted red cat feeds on animal food, consisting of various small rodents, birds, lizards, and insects. Like all cats, it patiently sits in ambush, watching for prey, then, with a lightning-fast jump, bites into the back of the victim's head with small sharp fangs and strangles. A small predator can also be found on the shore of a reservoir, where it catches small fish and frogs. Number 3. Clouded leopard. The clouded leopard is one of the rare felines that vaguely resembles a leopard due to its resemblance to a distant relative. Although, in fact, it is not a leopard, as it differs from other cats in its great morphological and ecological originality. Therefore, scientists identified it as a special genus, occupying an intermediate position between small and large cats. Clouded leopard lives in the countries of Southeast Asia. It can be found from the tropical forests of Indonesia to the Himalayan foothills up to 2,000 meters high. Among its relatives, this wild cat is the best at climbing trees and deftly climbing down a tree trunk upside down. Also, this predator is considered a unique and oldest modern representative of the entire cat family. Clouded leopards are very secretive animals, and little is known about the diet of these cats. Recent studies have shown that they spend a lot of time on tree branches and hunt monkeys and birds. But sometimes they descend to the ground and attack small ungulates. If a reptile is caught, or if they manage to catch a fish, then they are also eaten. Number 2. Fishing cat. The fish cat or the fishing cat has a very unusual feature. This unique representative of the cat family is an excellent swimmer, a dexterous hunter, and cannot imagine his life without the water element. Like all wild cats, it looks quite attractive. It is almost twice the size of its domestic relatives, has a strong build and has great strength, with a mass of about 10 to 15 kilograms. The fishing cat lives in the tropical and subtropical regions of Southeast Asia and southern India. It is found mainly in forests near water bodies, mainly swamps, lakes, and slow-moving rivers. He prefers a secretive lifestyle and tries his best to avoid close contact with a person. But recently, some exotic lovers are trying to keep this predator with a far from simple character as a pet. The main diet is fish. During the hunt, a fish cat sits on the shore of a reservoir in anticipation of a prey swimming past, which it hits, stunning with its paw, or dives into the water after it. Sometimes, in search of food, wanders through shallow water in search of crabs, frogs, or snails. It can also hunt on the ground for rodents, birds, and insects. In exceptional cases, it also attacks larger mammals. Number 1. Snow leopard. In ancient times, many peoples of Central Asia believed that only the happiest of people were given the chance to meet the snow leopard. It is not known whether this wild cat really brings good luck to those who see it. But we can say that today you need to have a considerable amount of luck to meet the snow leopard, since there are no more than 4,000 individuals left on our planet. Snow leopards are one of the highest mountain wild cats living on Earth at an altitude of up to 7,000 meters above sea level. The idiosyncratic preferences of snow leopards make it difficult for scientists to study them, because these rare predators live on impregnable mountain cliffs and only occasionally descend to the edge of the forest. Their range covers the Pamirs, Tibet, the Himalayas, and the highlands of eastern Siberia, where they lead a very secretive lifestyle. The main prey of the snow leopard are various ungulates, such as mountain goats and deer, sometimes wild boars. Although, if hungry, they do not disdain smaller mammals, various rodents, and hares. In search of food, snow leopards can attack livestock, causing the fury of the shepherds. Previously, they were ruthlessly shot for this, but today the leopards are listed in the Red Book, and in all countries where the range is located, the leopard is under state protection.